The first time anyone saw it was on Halloween night, 2026. Every TV in the small town of Maple Ridge blinked black at the same time. The football game froze, the horror marathon stopped, even the Weather Channel cut off mid-sentence. For one long second, the screen was just dark. Then white letters burned onto the black. American Horror Story Season 14 teaser, coming Halloween 2026. But that wasn't the scary part. The scary part was what came next. The camera on the TV didn't show a fake TV set or some creepy hallway. It showed a real street. Their street. Maple Ridge Main Street, at night, with the broken street lamp, the diner, the old movie theater. The image shook like someone was holding a phone and walking. The camera moved closer to the theater. The letters on the old marquee were twisted to spell, "You shouldn't have asked for this season." Inside the theater's glass doors, 4 kids stood in the lobby, staring back at the camera. A girl in a red hoodie. A boy with curly hair. A tall girl in a denim jacket. A short kid with a black beanie. They weren't actors. They were real. They were Emma, Tyler, Madison, and Jaden. And they were watching themselves live on TV from inside their own town, while they were actually sitting together on Emma's couch. Then the camera on the teaser started walking toward the theater doors. The kids on the TV turned around, like they heard something behind them. The screen glitched. Their faces stretched and blurred. The sound cut out. Emma grabbed the remote to turn it off. There was a loud knock at the front door. The TV stayed on. The teaser kept playing. And the camera on the screen reached for the theater door handle. The door handle at Emma's house rattled once. Then again. Now it was locked. But something outside was still trying to come in. Earlier that day, everything had been normal. School was boring, the way it always was. Emma sat in the back of history class, drawing the American Horror Story logo in the corner of her notebook. She loved the show, even if her mom said it was too dark and too weird. Emma watched it anyway, with headphones on, under a blanket. Rumors had been online for months, that there would be a season 14, that it would be the scariest ever, that the show might be based on real towns and real people. There were fake posters, fake trailers, and clickbait videos. But that morning, a new rumor spread on TikTok. A real teaser would drop on Halloween night. No warning. No ads. It would find you, if you were a true fan. At lunch, Emma told her friends about it. "Maybe it's just fan-made," Madison said, opening her soda. She was always the calm one, always rolling her eyes at scary stuff. Tyler shook his head. "No way. FX would never drop a whole teaser like that. It's probably some weird ARG thing." "What's an ARG?" Jaden asked. "Like a game," Tyler said. "But online and creepy and full of clues. People use it to hype up a movie or a show. It makes it feel real." Emma smiled. "Good. I want it to feel real." She didn't mean it. Not exactly. She just meant she wanted something exciting to happen in Maple Ridge, a town where nothing big ever happened. No big concerts. No movie premieres. Just school, homework, and the same streets every day. After school, the 4 of them went to the old movie theater on Main Street. It had been closed for years. The paint was peeling. The posters in the glass cases were faded. But it was their favorite place to hang out and tell ghost stories. "Imagine if they filmed an episode here," Emma said, staring at the dark windows. "Like American Horror Story, Maple Ridge. Season 14. Tyler joked. "The one nobody wanted." Jaden pressed his face against the glass. "I think I saw someone move inside," he said. Madison snorted. "You always think you see something." But Emma stepped closer too. For a second, she thought she saw movement in the dark. A shape, far back in the lobby. Tall. Still. Watching. A bus drove by and broke her focus. When she looked again, the lobby was empty. "Come on," Madison said. "We're gonna be late for pizza night." Every Halloween, Emma's parents let her invite 3 friends over. They watched scary movies, ate too much candy, and stayed up until midnight. This year, they had a plan. Right at 9 p.m., they would switch from the movie to live TV. Just in case the rumor about the teaser was true. By 8:45, they were all on the couch. The lights were off. The only glow came from the TV and the orange plastic pumpkin on the table, with a fake candle inside. "Okay," Emma said. "If nothing happens, nobody laughs at me. If something does happen," Madison said, "and it's super lame, I reserve the right to laugh." "Deal," Emma said. They watched the last minutes of a Halloween movie. More candy. More soda. Tyler checking his phone, scrolling through horror TikToks. 8:59. The movie ended. Commercials started. 9 p.m. The TV went black. All at once. Every channel. Every show. Then those white letters appeared. American Horror Story Season 14 teaser, coming Halloween 2026. Emma froze. "Guys, we did not change the channel, right?" "And no," Jaden whispered. The letters faded. Their town appeared. Maple Ridge Main Street. The broken street lamp. The diner. The old movie theater. And 4 kids in the theater lobby, staring at a camera that was not supposed to be there. Emma's own face looked back at her from the screen. "That's us," Madison said. The teaser camera moved closer to the theater doors. On the TV, the kids in the lobby turned like they heard something behind them. At the same time, in the real world inside Emma's house, a slow, heavy knock hit the front door. Once. Twice. 3 times. The pumpkin light flickered. Emma's mom called from upstairs. "Everything okay down there?" Emma opened her mouth to answer. The TV volume rose by itself. The knocking on the door got louder. On the screen, a pale hand reached for the theater door handle. At Emma's front door, something started turning the handle from the outside. The moment the front door handle twisted, every kid in the room froze. Nobody breathed. Nobody spoke. The TV kept playing the teaser on its own, glitching and buzzing like something alive was crawling through the wires. The pale hand on the screen pushed the theater door open just an inch, only an inch, before the picture cut out entirely. Static. White noise. A thin, whining sound. But the knocking on Emma's real door didn't stop. It got sharper, faster, like whatever was outside was getting impatient. Emma swallowed hard. Who's there?" There was no answer. Then a voice, soft, echoing, almost childlike, murmured from the other side of the door. "Let me in, the season has already started." Jaden grabbed Emma's arm. Nope. 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 We're not answering that." Madison, trying to sound brave, whispered. "Maybe it's your mom." "My mom does not talk like that," Emma hissed. Then everything went silent. No knocking. No voice. Not even the TV. Just silence. Thick and heavy like the whole house was holding its breath. Tyler tiptoed toward the window beside the door. "I'm just gonna look," he said. "Just a peek." He pulled the curtain back a few inches. Then he stumbled backwards so fast he nearly tripped over the coffee table. "What? What did you see?" Emma whispered. Tyler shook his head too many times. It was someone standing on the porch. But they didn't have a face." Jaden's voice cracked. "No face like blank, or no face like, no head?" "Blank," Tyler whispered. "Just smooth skin. No eyes. No mouth." Before anyone could panic further, the TV flickered back on. But it wasn't static anymore. It wasn't the teaser either. It was them again. The 4 of them, Emma, Tyler, Madison, and Jaden, standing in the same theater lobby from earlier. Except this time, their faces looked wrong. Their eyes were dark. Their mouths were too big. Their expressions didn't match the way they were sitting in Emma's living room. The TV versions of them stared straight ahead. Straight at the camera. Straight at the 4 kids in the real room. Then the TV versions of them spoke at the exact same time, in the exact same voice. "You shouldn't have watched the teaser!" Madison screamed. Jaden covered his ears. The pumpkin light went out completely. The house thudded as footsteps moved across the porch outside. Heavy. Slow. Dragging. Something, or someone, was circling the house. Emma grabbed the remote and slammed every button she could. The TV did not turn off. It only got louder. The TV versions of her and her friends smiled too wide, like their faces were stretching. "You brought the story to your world," the TV Emma whispered. "Season 14 begins with you." Suddenly, every light in the house shut off at once. Pitch black darkness swallowed the living room. Tyler fumbled for his phone flashlight. Okay, maybe the power just went out." Before he could finish, something slammed against the back door. Hard. Like a body throwing itself at the wood. Then the side door. Then the garage door. All at once. Madison covered her mouth. "It's surrounding the house." On the TV screen, a glow in the darkness, the theater lobby door in the teaser swung fully open. The pale, faceless thing stepped inside the theater. And at that exact moment, in the real world, Emma's bedroom door upstairs slammed open. Hard. Too hard. Her mom screamed. "Mom!" Emma cried, rushing toward the stairs. But the faceless figure from Tyler's window pressed its smooth skin against the glass again, blocking her path. A muffled scraping sound filled the room as it dragged its hand across the windowpane. With a loud crack, a hairline fracture spread across the glass like a spiderweb. Jaden whispered, "It's trying to get in." The fracture grew deeper. The scraping got louder. The TV versions of them started chanting something, their voices overlapping in a slow, eerie rhythm. "No way out. No way out. No way out." Emma backed away, heart pounding so hard it hurt. She didn't know what season 14 was about, but she knew this wasn't a teaser anymore. It was happening to them. To their town. To their house. A louder scream echoed from upstairs. Emma's mom again. Emma took one step toward the stairs, then stopped. Because something was coming down them. Slow. Thudding. Wet footsteps. The flashlight in Tyler's hand shook as he pointed it toward the staircase. The light flickered across the wall. And then they saw it. A tall, twisted shape descending the steps, dragging something behind it. Something limp. Something human. Emma gasped. Jaden screamed. Madison grabbed Emma's hand. The shape stepped off the last stair, lifting its head to look at them. And that's when the flashlight hit its face. A smooth, pale mask of skin with no eyes, no nose, no mouth. Holding Emma's unconscious mom by the arm. The creature dropped her onto the floor. And took one giant step toward the kids. The creature moved toward them, its blank face tilting like it was studying who to take first. Emma grabbed her friends and pulled them toward the back hallway. The TV versions of them laughed through the speakers, their voices bending like wind. The house shook as more faceless shapes gathered outside, tapping on the walls. Emma refused to stop running. She kicked open the basement door, shouting, "This started with us, so we end it!" The lights above flickered red, the TV crackled, and a final message appeared on the screen. Season 14 begins. Now.